Well, welcome to Bourbon Riders, and tonight's first pour series, we're cracking open the Old Forester 1870. Now, this is what they call the 1870 original batch. If you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that I am an Old Forester fan. I've got the 1910, the 1920, the 1897, and the 100 proof. So I am trying all of them. And so this is the last in the what they call the Whiskey Row series. So the 1870 original batch, I assume it's got some of the same flavor profiles as the other Whiskey Row series. But what does the website say about it? It says that basically the original batch echoes George Garvin Brown's original batching process. Back then, Brown batched barrels obtained from 3 distilleries to create a consistent flavor profile. To emulate that process today, we also select barrels from 3 warehouses, each barrel originating from a different day of production, with a different entry proof and a different age profile. Interesting. The 3 expressions of Old Forester are then batched together and minimally filtered to craft Old Forester 1870 original batch. And just so you know, PSA coming up, we're going to have a kind of an Old Forester shootout. We're going to take all of the Whiskey Row series and we're going to put in a blind test and see which one shakes out and see which one I like the best, because I've kind of been going back and forth between the 1910, the 1920, and more recently the 1897. I got the 1897 for my birthday, and I just love that one. So you put them head to head in a blind, and it just upsets the apple cart. It's no telling which one I'll like at the end of the day. So look forward to that. We'll give you an upcoming announcement in one of our coming attraction shorts and let you know when what week that one's coming out. So let's get right to it, shall we? Let's see what this cork sounds like. Oh, that was classic. That was great. The aroma's not as strong as the 1910 or the 1897. And I wouldn't even do this to the 1920. I'd be on the floor over there. That proof would kept like, whoo, there he goes. Yeah, it's got a milder aroma. I kind of like that they've done all the bottles in the whiskey review series the same, because if you wanted to stack them up next to each other, they would look cool. They wouldn't all look different. So I've heard good things about the 1870. I've listened to other reviewers talk about it's kind of like, oh, well, they started with the 1870 and then they went to the 1910 and oh my God, now they're into the 1920 and on and on. This pulls you in. This is the magnet, apparently, that gets you started in the rest of the Whiskey Row series. So we're going to find out why I did it last instead of first. Well, let's see what color. Looks like all the rest of the Old Forester. Nice, medium amber. Very pretty color. Light oil in the glass, not too heavy. So I think the website does, they do. I always like when they talk a little bit about their bourbon. Hey man, sell your bourbon, right? So they say Aroma, and this is on the Old Forester. I'm not sure what the oldforester.com. Okay, and you just look right up. You go right into the Whiskey Row series. So what they say about the aroma: clove notes spice up a medley of citrus fruits (parentheses orange, grapefruit, and blood orange), all softened with a delicate, sweet, floral, honeysuckle character. Give this person a raise. That is an excellent use of sentence structure. I just like what they said. So, let's see if we agree with that, shall we? I do smell the clove. And I do smell citrus. Yeah. I don't know about the grapefruit, but the orange, blood orange, that all comes through. And surprisingly, a little bit of proof. It's only 90, but of course it could be just that I just opened the bottle. I didn't let it breathe long enough. All softened with a delicate, sweet, floral honeysuckle. That's the sweetness I'm smelling. But they nailed that. They give this person a second raise. They nailed it. So what do they say about the taste? Baking spices, again in parentheses, clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Oh, I love that. That's like pumpkin pie, baby. Flow into a citrus fruit mix and shortbread sweetness. That bottle's going to get empty fast if that's true. Wow. Citrus fruit, shortbread, and pumpkin pie spices. I'm there, baby. I should stop saying that. Cheers. That is definitely different from the 1910. I kind of think the 1920 is kind of like a proofier version of the 10. They both have that bold flavor. Where the 1897 is a little, they dial back the boldness, and to me, they dial up a little bit of the sweetness and the brown sugarish. But enough of that. You can go watch the video on that one. I think it posts tomorrow, in fact. Well, it won't be tomorrow when you see this, but by the time you see this, my review or first pour of the Old Forester 1897 should be on the channel. This is different. Definitely get that baking spice up front like we do in the 1910 and the 1920. And really the 1897. The baking spices, I think, are kind of similar across all four of these Whiskey Row series. The difference is the palate, what you get in the middle of your palate, the fruit flavors. This is a lighter fruit because of the citrus, less of the dark fruits like the 1910 and 1920, and to some degree the 1897. The 1897 to me is a more mellow version of the 1910 and 1920. This is entirely different in the taste profile. It's kind of like why I like E.H. Taylor. The E.H. Taylor is different in taste profile from the other Buffalo Trace products that I drink. And this is different from the other Old Forest bourbons that I drink. You notice I'm trying to say product less. I get nailed by some of my followers like, yeah, you said product like 6 times last video. Well, that's low for me, because now I just said it 8 times, right? Anyways, this is a different flavor than the other Whiskey Row series. And I like it because it's kind of a break from it. Well, it's like if you had 4 Old Forester bottles that all tasted the same, well, why would you ever want to buy a different Old Forester, right? So really all 4 have really different taste profiles. All 4 have different proof levels. I think this is 90. I think the 1910 is either 93 or 94. The 1897 is a bottled in bond, so it's 100. And of course, the king of proof is the 1920 at 115. And yeah, it's got some proof. But this is a nice complement to the other 3. So, not sure I like this better than the 1910 or 1897. Both of those, or those 2 are my favorites. But I would definitely drink this. I would definitely... I think I would refill it just because it gives me a break from the other tastes. Gives me a little bit lighter taste, but I still get that baking spice and a little bit of boldness that the Old Forester is famous for. So let's take one more sip and give you my final thoughts. Final thoughts. Old Forester knows what they're doing. I mean, they could have developed just 4 bourbons in the Whiskey Row series that were just different proof levels, and you just picked the proof level you liked. No, they developed 4 different taste profiles in their bourbon, all with different proof levels, all to basically have a little bit of variety in your life. Isn't that what spice of life is? Variety? Cheers to Old Forester for coming up with yet another great bourbon. I like all of the Whiskey Row series. There isn't anything in the Whiskey Row series that I dislike so far. Come up with more. So, if you like any of the Old Forester products, I recommend getting the other ones. Complete the Whiskey Row series, and you will have a complement of 4 bourbons that's just about good for any day, or any night, or any weekend, or any friend. So, we hope you liked this video, and you'll subscribe for more videos like this, and please check our channel because we're always coming up with new content, and we're now trying to give you a weekly idea of what's coming out, what's dropping. So, if you check back under our coming attractions, we'll usually tell you which videos, like this one, is dropping that week. We usually drop the First Pour series on Wednesdays. We've already got 2 coming out this Wednesday, so we'll be at least next Wednesday. So check with our coming attractions, and you'll always be informed of what videos are dropping on what days. So please, as always, please drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and we'll see you next time. I'm there, baby. I should stop saying that.